The Los Angeles Lakers were back on the floor Sunday night, hosting the Memphis Grizzlies for the second straight game in Los Angeles, looking to build momentum and continue their strong stretch of basketball. After taking care of business in the first matchup, the Lakers entered the night confident but focused. Memphis, however, came in severely short-handed, missing Ja Morant and several key rotation players. The Lakers were also dealing with injuries and absences of their own, but from the opening tip, it was clear this game would once again test their resilience. Early on, the Grizzlies came out aggressive and caught the Lakers off guard. Memphis pushed the pace, knocked down shots, and at one point built a 16-point lead. For a moment, it looked like the Lakers might be in trouble, but this team has shown all season that they don't panic. Los Angeles slowly chipped away at the deficit, locking in defensively and finding better rhythm on offense. By halftime, the Lakers had stabilized the game, and in the second half, they began to impose their will. Once again, JJ Redick's squad proved why they've been one of the most dangerous teams in close games this season. When the game tightened late, the Lakers elevated their play on both ends of the floor. Down the stretch, Los Angeles executed with precision. They defended, rebounded, and made the right reads offensively. The result was another clutch performance and a 120-114 comeback victory, improving their record to 22-11 on the season. The win also continued an incredible trend. The Lakers are now a perfect 12-0 in clutch time games this season. Games defined as being within 5 points in the final 5 minutes. When the pressure is at its highest, this team has been flawless, and once again, the Stars led the way. Luka Doncic set the tone early. Despite committing a few turnovers in the opening minutes, he stayed aggressive, attacked mismatches, and controlled the pace of the game. Luka's confidence never wavered, and as the night went on, he took over. The Slovenian superstar finished with a game-high 36 points on 10 of 20 shooting. He also added 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and a block, filling up the stat sheet in every possible way. When the Lakers needed scoring most, Luka Doncic delivered. Late in the fourth quarter, with the game hanging in the balance, he knocked down back-to-back three-pointers, momentum shifting shots that completely swung the game in Los Angeles' favor and put Memphis on its heels. Alongside him, LeBron James once again showed why his impact goes far beyond the box score. LeBron was steady and composed throughout the night, contributing on both ends of the floor. In his 23rd NBA season at 40 years old, he continues to defy expectations and silence any remaining doubts. James finished the game with 26 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, and a steal, controlling the offense, setting up teammates, and making timely plays when it mattered most. Earlier this season, after returning from injury, LeBron looked slightly out of rhythm. That stretch led some to question whether age was finally catching up to him, but that narrative hasn't held up. Over his last 11 games, LeBron is averaging 25.2 points per contest, showing that he is still capable of performing at an elite level when his team needs him most. The Lakers' success on Sunday wasn't limited to their 2 superstars, though. Jake LaRavia continued his impressive run, delivering his second strong performance in a row against his former team. Playing with confidence and freedom, LaRavia scored 26 points while adding 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal in 34 minutes. As he continues to grow more comfortable in the starting lineup, his impact has become increasingly noticeable on both ends of the floor. DeAndre Ayton also made his presence felt with an outstanding two-way performance. The Lakers made a clear effort to get him involved early, and he responded in a big way. Ayton finished the night with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 blocks, protecting the rim, finishing efficiently, and giving the Lakers exactly what they needed in the paint. It was one of his best performances in recent weeks and a strong sign moving forward. By the final buzzer, the Lakers had once again proven their identity. This is a team that stays composed, trusts its stars, and executes when it matters most. Now, the focus shifts to the road. The Lakers will head out for a back-to-back, facing the New Orleans Pelicans on Tuesday and the San Antonio Spurs on Wednesday, before returning home on Friday, looking to keep their momentum rolling and continue their climb in the Western Conference. LeBron James is once again trending in the right direction. After a difficult and unusual start to the season, the Los Angeles Lakers superstar is finally beginning to look like himself. Missing all of training camp, the entire preseason, and the first month of the regular season forced LeBron into unfamiliar territory. For the first time in his legendary career, he entered a season without being physically ready, and early on it showed. His timing was off. His legs weren't there yet. and the rhythm that fans have come to expect simply wasn't present. But now, as the season moves forward, LeBron James is steadily rounding into form, and the impact is becoming impossible to ignore. On Sunday night, LeBron delivered one of his most complete performances of the season. He scored 26 points on efficient shooting, hitting 8 of his 14 attempts from the field. He also grabbed 7 rebounds, dished out 10 assists, and controlled the pace of the game as the Lakers secured a win over the Memphis Grizzlies. Just as important, LeBron attacked the basket aggressively. He got to the free throw line 10 times and converted 8 of those opportunities. Over his last 11 games, LeBron is averaging 7 free throw attempts per night, a notable number considering he's handling the ball far less than he has for most of his career. That shift tells a bigger story. This season, LeBron is adapting. He's adjusting his game, and he's doing it without sacrificing efficiency or impact. Despite entering the year in a new role and coming off a summer affected by injuries, James has made it clear that his focus isn't on the future. Instead, it's on appreciation. For the first time ever, LeBron wasn't prepared when opening night arrived. He missed all of training camp. He missed the entire preseason. And he missed the first 14 or 15 games of the regular season. According to James, that put him behind from the very start, physically and mentally. He admitted that he couldn't train the way he normally does during the summer. His body simply didn't allow it, and that forced him to play catch-up once he finally returned to the floor. But instead of frustration, LeBron has chosen gratitude. At this stage of his career, he understands where he stands. He knows he's on the latter part of the journey, and because of that, every opportunity to compete, every moment on the floor, and every game alongside his teammates carries even more meaning. LeBron believes the key to staying effective, even while adapting, and is his ability to influence the game in every possible way. He no longer needs to dominate the ball to control outcomes. This season, he's playing more off the ball, reading the floor, picking his spots, and finding the right moments to assert himself. Offensively, he scores when needed. Defensively, he communicates, positions himself, and uses his experience to disrupt plays. According to LeBron, being a complete basketball player gives him the freedom to adjust to whatever the team requires in that moment. There are no weaknesses to hide, no limitations to work around. Just basketball instincts refined over decades. That versatility has become even more critical following one of the most significant changes of his career, the arrival of Luka Doncic. For the first time, LeBron James is playing on a team that is not built entirely around him. The offense doesn't revolve solely around his decisions. The ball isn't always in his hands. And yet, when fully healthy, LeBron has shown he can seamlessly reshape his game to complement Luka and elevate the Lakers as a whole. Rather than resisting the change, LeBron has embraced it. As injuries have mounted and depth has been tested, James and Doncic have increasingly carried the roster together. Their chemistry has grown with each game, built on trust, timing, and basketball intelligence. Recently, LeBron described their connection using a football analogy, and it perfectly captured their dynamic. Luka, he said, is the quarterback, and LeBron, a dependable receiver. Luka's job is to read the defense and deliver the ball with precision. LeBron's job is to create space, protect the play, and finish the opportunity. When the pass arrives right on target, the result is effortless basketball. As the season progresses and LeBron continues to move further away from the injury that delayed his debut, that partnership is only expected to get stronger. And if this version of LeBron James, efficient, adaptable, and fully engaged, continues to emerge, the Lakers may be peaking at exactly the right time. The NBA trade deadline is quickly approaching, now just about 1 month away. And for the Los Angeles Lakers, the message is clear. If this team wants to seriously compete for an NBA championship, changes may be necessary. On paper, the Lakers look strong. They currently sit at 22-11. But around the league, there's a growing belief that this record doesn't tell the full story. Against elite competition, the Lakers have struggled, especially on the defensive end. When facing top teams, their lack of perimeter defense and wing versatility has been exposed time and time again. That's why one need continues to stand above all others: a true 3-and-D wing. This has been the Lakers' top priority since the offseason, and months later, that search is still very much alive. According to respected NBA insider Mark Stein, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka is actively surveying the trade market ahead of the February 5 deadline. However, the Lakers' approach remains extremely calculated. League sources say the Lakers are unwilling to sacrifice their long-term financial flexibility unless the player they acquire is a legitimate difference maker, someone who truly moves the needle. In other words, no marginal upgrades, no short-term fixes, only impact. Sources indicate the Lakers are targeting a big, physical two-way wing, someone who can guard multiple positions, knock down open threes, and stay on the floor in high-pressure playoff situations. But two major factors continue to slow down any potential deal. First, the market itself. High-level 3-and-D wings are among the most valuable and hardest to find players in today's NBA. Teams are reluctant to give them up, and the supply is extremely limited. New Orleans, for example, has shown strong resistance to trade discussions involving Herb Jones or Trey Murphy III. Both players are considered core pieces, and the Pelicans are in no rush to move them. The second obstacle is financial. The Lakers are projected to have significant cap flexibility this summer. With multiple contracts expiring, Los Angeles could open up max-level cap space, giving them the ability to reshape the roster in a major way. Trading for a player on a long-term contract before the deadline would drastically change that plan, and that's why the Lakers are being so cautious. Rob Pelinka and the front office believe maintaining flexibility is critical, especially with the possibility that a star player could become available in the near future. The long-term vision is clear: pair a major star with Luka Doncic, build a sustainable contender, not just a one-year experiment. That philosophy has guided the Lakers' decision-making for several seasons now, and it continues to define their approach heading into this trade deadline. Still, sources make one thing very clear: if the right player becomes available, someone who fits perfectly as a 3-and-D impact wing, Pelinka would be willing to pull the trigger, even if it means giving up future flexibility. Among the names linked to the Lakers are Herb Jones of the New Orleans Pelicans and Andrew Wiggins of the Miami Heat. Both players fit the profile, both bring defense, size, and playoff experience, and both are under contract for multiple seasons. The question is availability. If either player unexpectedly hits the trade market, it would immediately test how serious the Lakers are about going all in this season. With the Western Conference deeper and more competitive than ever, standing still may not be an option, and there's one more factor adding pressure to the situation: an injury update. Lakers rookie Ado Thiero, one of the team's in-house defensive wing options, will miss at least 4 weeks after suffering a right MCL sprain. His reevaluation timeline lines up almost exactly with the trade deadline. That means the Lakers may be forced to decide whether to trust internal development or make a bold move to fix their defensive issues now. Over the next few weeks, all eyes will be on Rob Pelinka. Will the perfect needle mover become available? And if so, will the Lakers finally make their move?